Hey, what is going on, guys? It looks like it's going to be a busy week in the markets. We've got a lot of key reports coming out this week. Fed Chair Powell speaks today at 2 p.m. We have JOLTS job openings on Tuesday, non-farm payrolls wrapping up the week on Friday. Plenty of data to move the markets, and it's looking like a volatile one already. VIX is up 10% in after hours trading, but as always, we're sticking to the charts, watching our levels. I'm going to hop on, show you guys the key levels that I'm watching for today for the overall markets, and 5 stocks that have caught my eye that I'll be paying attention to, that I think maybe you should be paying attention to. If that sounds interesting, all I ask for you guys is to hit the like button. Let's hop on the charts. Alrighty, guys, so we are on the charts for NQ right now. So this is NASDAQ, and we can see our key levels are pretty obvious. So we have the $20,200 level right here, and that is our support for now. And we can see markets are holding on, and just from these wicks, we can see buyers are stepping up at these key levels. If we lose this level today, because I can see we see some of our semiconductors are a little weak in after hours. If we lose this level today and we start heading back down, well, we have this $19,800 level, and this is our main support area. So this is our major support area, and that's what I'm going to be watching for today to see, when Powell starts speaking, are we going to see that selling pressure come in? And if we do, are we going to see buyers hold this area? This is a major area here at around $19,800 level. And if we can get down to this level, I would love to be longing at these areas. Buyers will be here. We know buyers will be here, and it's going to take a very aggressive amount of sellers to push this thing lower than here. But we also need to be paying attention to our upside, and our upside is clear. It's this $20,200 level, and we can just see us hold this level and just trade between these zones. The major upside move for buyers today would be something like this. If they can break above that 20,400, hold this area and continue higher. So if we see that happen today, then the trend is obviously super bullish, and I would not be trying to be shorting in these kind of areas. So we can see we attempted that on Friday, or we attempted that a couple days ago, but we were not able to have that follow through. Sellers came in and pushed it right back down. But if buyers can find that strength to push this thing higher and actually hold this time, well, we're heading to all-time highs for NASDAQ. And let's take a look at ES as well. And we can see the charts look very similar. For ES, the support area right now is $57.96, or kind of like that $5,800 level. But we're seeing buyers, they're holding it, but they're struggling. They're definitely struggling. And if they start going lower, well, the liquidity would be sitting here at $57.40. So this area, it's a bit obvious as well. So this is that liquidity area. So if you start shorting because you see some weakness at these areas up here, then be wary, be aware that there are buyers sitting here at that 57.40 area, and you should not be shorting at, kind of predicting that we're going to break this area. Expect buyers to be sitting here and trying to push this thing higher. And the major support area, as always, is 56.70 that we've spoken about multiple times. If we come to this area, then I absolutely would want to be longing at this area, because there are tons of buyers sitting here, and the charts, the technicals tell us this is the obvious area to be longing if we see that happen today. So let's look at SPY and ES as well. So SPY is currently just a little bit lower than all-time highs, and for SPY we have this 564 level. So we have this 564 level, and this is our breakout retest and the move that took us to all-time highs. So if we see that push back down today and we see ES or NQ holding support, then this is that level for SPY that could be holding. So that 564 area. If we lose it, Well, we have 556 right here, and the major area would be 540, but I doubt that sellers can take us that low in the short term. And then if we look at the Qs, Qs are sitting right at 486 right now. We've seen that bounce at 486. This would have been a magnificent trade on Thursday. This would have been a decent trade on Friday, and buyers are holding that 486 level. Let's go back. Let's look at this 486 level. So we can see this 486 level from the past. Buyers are holding this. Once we've seen that breakout retest and that move higher, we've seen buyers hold that as a support level. But these red candles are telling me sellers are trying to break this. And if we see something like this at the open, come back and retest, well, we can expect sellers to try and push this down to the next liquidity level, which would be 476. So this area right here. So those are the key levels for our overall market. So that is NQ, that is ES, that is SPY, and that is the Qs. So now I have a few stocks that I'm looking at for tomorrow, some individual names that I'm looking at that I think you should be paying attention to. The first, actually, let's go over SMH really quick as well. So SMH, for those who don't know, is the ETF that tracks semiconductors. So we've seen a lot of volatility in semiconductors. If we just take a peek, we can see AMD has had this insane run from 130s to almost 170. We've seen Nvidia have this nice move from the 115s all the way to 130. Avgo has had a nice move, but now we see a little bit of pushback, right? So we've seen a little bit of pushback when we look at the nighttime markets. We can see Nvidia is down about 1%. So we see we're rejecting this area. So we can see this 252 area. This is our supply level. We came to this area on Wednesday, and since then we've been rejecting. Buyers have failed to break us above this level. So this is what buyers wanted to see. Hold that 253, continue higher. Break that 253, hold and continue higher. But they have failed, and it looks like right now sellers are actually the ones that are taking over and trying to push this thing lower. So I would be, a little hesitant on going long on semiconductors. And speaking of semiconductors, let's look at some of our individual names. So this is Nvidia. Like I said, Nvidia is actually at around $119 right now in the overnight trading. And we're testing this area right here. So we had the breakout of this area, and we moved to that 127 area, and now we're testing this area again. So I wouldn't just be shorting. So when the markets open up, you see Nvidia down 1%. I won't just jump in and try to short this thing, because Nvidia can bounce from this area as well. So I'm keeping an eye on Nvidia, seeing how it reacts to 119. Do we see something like that, or do we see us break below this level and struggle to hold this area and start to head down? So Nvidia main watch for tomorrow, or one of my key watches for tomorrow. Another one is Tesla, and Tesla is actually a bullish move. So yes, Tesla is a bullish move that I am watching. Tesla has been doing great with the staircase method, making higher highs and higher lows. We can see we had this 234 area where we've rejected. We finally broke above, continued higher. Then we had this 252 area. We broke above this level, continued higher, found support in this area. As you can see, found support in this area. And right now in pre-market, we're kind of trading around that 260 area. But if I see Tesla come back to that 252 area, well, I'm going to be looking at buying opportunities and seeing if those buyers can step in at that area right there and possibly move this thing higher to 268, 270. Tesla has been very bullish. They have a lot of fundamentals on their side. They have the robo-taxi news coming out in October. So a lot of bullish sentiment for Tesla. So I'll be watching to see that 252, 253 retracement and hold. And then for a downside move, if we see any downside pressure for Tesla, would be if we lose this level. So if we lose this level, we can see some downward move for Tesla. But for right now, Tesla looks more bullish than bearish. Alrighty, guys. So next on our list is Apple. So for Apple, our key area for Apple, I've been talking about this 225 area. Once we broke above this 225 area, Tesla has been super bullish. We came back down to this area on Wednesday and close to this area on Thursday, and Apple is showing that it can hold this area for now. So until we lose it, we take advantage of it. So if we come to 225, we take advantage of it and we see if those buyers step in, and we can move this thing higher to the 230s once again. But like I always say, we need to also pay attention to the overall markets and make sure the markets are showing some bullish sentiment as well. So that is Apple. Next on our list, this is a stock that I usually don't trade. So this is a new name on our list, and this is INTC. And we can see INTC right now is coming to $25. So we're coming to that $25 level, and I'm going on a higher time frame, the 4 hours, so I can show you that $25 level that we are retesting. I don't need to tell you guys what's going on here, but I'll tell you guys. It is going to be a break and retest. So we lost this level with this insane red candle, and now we are coming back to retest that $25 level. So I'm going to play this two different ways. So I already checked Bookmaps. There's 500,000 sell orders sitting here. If we test $25, yes, I'm going to be looking for the short side so we can push back here. But if somehow INTC can get rid of those sellers and break above $26, well, I'm looking for a hold and a continuation to the upside. So INTC, $25 is our key level. Next on our list is SMCI. So SMCI, another stock that has seen a lot of volatility. So for this week, we've seen SMCI come to that 480 level. So that break and retest, we can see the rejections at 480. We came to that 480 level, and look at this red candle, an insane 4-hour red candle to the downside. And a lot of it was due to its fundamentals. I guess they came out and said, a lot of their numbers that they were showing were actually, I guess, made up or something of that sense. And when that report came out, SMCI dropped about 20 or so %. And we can see on Friday, we actually seen some bullishness. So we're moving higher. So what is the key areas that I am watching for this? Well, it is around 432. So we can see that 432 level is our demand zone turned into a supply level. So I'm looking for something like this where we come and test this area. We push out a lot of those sellers and then start heading right back down. So 433 is my area. And if we fail, if we continue higher, well, then we're looking at 480 once again for that move back down. But for SMCI, my mindset is more bearish than bullish. This is a stock where its fundamentals do not look so great. But there is one thing that they have on their side, which is tomorrow they're doing their 10-to-1 stock split. So maybe I won't trade this necessarily tomorrow, and I'll wait until they do their stock split in after hours and trade this for the rest of the week when the stock is, at a tenth of the price, and those contracts will be much cheaper. So that is some bullish sentiment for them, but overall the fundamentals for this company is not the best, and I would much rather look for short opportunities. So guys, that is all for this video. Those are the 5 stocks I'm watching and their key areas. If you guys like this video, all I ask for you guys to do is hit the like button. You like the video, hit the like button, and then share this with someone. If you have any questions or comments, hit comment down below in the comment section. And also, I'm going to leave my Instagram in the bio as well in the description. If you guys want to learn about trading or you have any personal questions for me, well, send me a DM down there or send me the word trading and I'll send you information if you want to learn about trading. All right, guys, that is all for this video, and have a great rest of your night. Peace.